back with match number 2 here at Fairfield Lanes. Riga Kalfas moves on to meet this guy, Mike Whalen.
Oh, my.
And he opens with a strike.
Oh, my.
Okay, we're going British now. Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's okay.
Jen, would you like to explain to the people how many 300s this gentleman happens to have?
Well, first of all, he has the year total of 17. That's the all-time one-year record. We're talking nationwide. He's also too shy at 34 of the all-time record of 36. All-time, all over the nation.
All over the world. Bowling. This guy is something to be proud of. Riga Kalfas is a competitor. We've seen that time after time again. Riga's going to be right in this match continually.
He matched Mike Whalen in frame number 1 with the strike.
What a match, that first match, George.
Yes, it was. 224 for Riga Kalfas, 223 for Tim Sharp. Of course, Sharp was in command of that match until the ugly split in the 11th frame. And that opened the door for this young man, and of course he cruised right through.
Of course, Riga also has 300 games, so he's not shy of that feat at all.
Strikes in the second, has a double. Of course, Whalen working on his strike in the first frame.
Both these gentlemen practice quite frequently. Riga practices 15 to 20 games each week, and Mike practices 35 to 50 games.
He really corks that ball, doesn't he?
Well, Mike Whalen, exceptionally strong player. Take a look at it here. This ball isn't going to deflect. Chances of this ball going anywhere but to the right are slim and none. Pockets completely filled up. Messenger pin not needed. The 8 was already on its way to the back of the pit.
Mike's comment about his bowling style is that he's tried to cut down on his hook and keep the ball more in play, and I think he's done that quite effectively.
He opens with 3 in a row.
Jan, you make a good point, too. He does it with speed, and Mike, being a strong individual, not that you have to be strong to be a good bowler, because Timmy's sharp, not overly powerful. Riga Kalfas same way, but Mike has the ability to go with more speed. Now, Riga Kalfas has an interesting setup. Let's see if we can get a good shot of it here. He uses finger inserts. You see the white area around the fingers? Those are finger inserts. He kind of plays with that index finger. He also tucks the middle finger. Good push away, nice extension. Looks like a good shot to me.
Indeed it is. 3 in a row for Riga Kalfas.
Take a look at it here if we can on the replay. The 6 pin is the second, or 4 pin, second one from the left-hand side of your screen is going to do the damage on the 7. Watch it. Go to the channel. Hacksaw in there. Wee Willie takes out 7. We got a match. 3 strikes each player. Neither player going to give up. George, you're being treated as pretty good bowling here.
Absolutely. I'm enjoying every bit of it. They are going toe-to-toe in this one.
Of course, I've been jinxed in the past with the Kleekamp factor, but just let me say, this $15,000 will be given away in the case of a 300 game, and that looks just like Riga's $299.
The Kleekamp factor strikes again.
Oh, boy. But see, if I don't mention it, then I get in trouble, and you know, what can you do?
We understand, Jen.
Mike Whalen's still got a shot at it, and I guess I just jinxed
Pull
him.
through on me.
Well, see, George, the reason she does that is because last week she mentioned that it was $20,000 for a 300 game, and she was told that she'd have to put up the extra 5 that if they did it. So she's
Whaps.
So we're going to have to cover on this one now. Riga Kalfas threw a great shot. Wrapped the 7. And being a good spare shooter that he is, you notice he changes balls, ladies and gentlemen, and that is going to a harder shell ball, which cuts down on the hook and makes the spare a little easier to shoot. You may want to try that in your own game.
Mike Whalen up, working on a turkey. At least that's what they call them where I come from.
That's fine.
I've got a couple turkeys back here.
I think we bag them, don't we? There you go.
There you go.
That's good.
4-bagger.
You'll get into this lingo.
I'm already into it.
Okay, great.
I'm going to take just a moment to point some of that. We watched this man on TV for years and years and years. He looks somber. Some people have even said he looks angry or mean. Mike Whalen is one of the nicest, kindest individuals you would ever want to meet in your life. But when he puts his bowling shoes on and his ball in his hand, he wants to tromp you.
Little light.
A little extra speed, right, Jen? You're a little light, and he creates a spare that for the left-hander shouldn't be a problem. It leaves the 3, 6, 9. And the ideal way to cover this is come in from the left-hand side, obviously with Mike. A little heavy onto the 3-pin, cut through, have the 3 take out the 6, and the ball travel through and take the 9. Sounds like textbook to me.
Just like that. Well, we will be back with the end of this match. They're going toe-to-toe here at Fairfield Lanes. Stay with us.
Dale Durbin from Northwest Lanes bowled a 682 at Fairfield Lanes to become our Youth Scratch Bowler of the Week. Pepsi salutes Dale Durbin.
Where do you go for your bowling equipment? Head to Tri-State Bowling Supply, especially for bowling balls. Tri-State is the local headquarters for the full line of Columbia 300 bowling balls. If you need less weight, the light dot. Drier lanes, the white dot. The perfect all-round ball, the world-famous yellow dot. If you're ready for urethane, the Columbia U-Dot. Stop by to see the remarkable new Vector 1 and Vector 2 now available. Tri-State Bowling Supply, 27 years of sales and service. The Bowler's Pro Shop.
Hey, Mark, I see you got one of those rhino balls. Next thing you know, he's going to tell us it's got horns.
Unleash your game. Roll a Rhino. The Rhino. From Brunswick, a urethane ball designed for professional and high-performance bowling.
It's coming, Cincinnati, a show that has both experts and consumers applauding across the country. Yes, it's Cincinnati's new auto show, Auto Expo 1990. See all the new models, innovative ideas for the future with a special truck and van collection. Be part of the fun, the excitement. Auto Expo 1990, February 7th through the 11th at the Cincinnati Convention Center. Sponsored by the Greater Cincinnati Automobile Dealers Association, a Hart production.
We're back at Fairfield Lanes. George Vogel, Dave Newrath, and Jennifer Kleekamp. Mike Whalen and Riga Kalfas going at it. Kalfas up in the 5th. We're working on a spare.
We've got a good one going here.
We sure do.
Down the lane, in the hole, perfectly, 10 in the pocket. George, you're saying they're going toe-to-toe. If these two guys went toe-to-toe, Riga'd be looking at Mike's nose. That'd be about it.
Be looking straight up at the ceiling eventually, don't you?
But both.
I think Sam Weiss should probably take a look at Mike Whalen. He needs some beef in that linebacker core. This dude
No doubt.
Bowling ball-wise, they are going toe-to-toe. Riga Kalfas, a competitor, a great individual, and can make shots when he has to. And right now, he has to.
Qualifying is going on today at Delfair Lanes in the heart of Delhi. We have openings on all shifts, but there will not be a 3 or 4:30 shift on Sunday.
All right. We are back in the match, folks. Riga Kalfas, with that strike, now takes the lead.
Kalfas up by 2 pins, but Whalen can regain the lead here in the 6th.
We got a statistician working with us this week. I could thank him for kind of letting me watch a match a little bit closer. We appreciate that.
Ron Millenor, a member of our esteemed sports department at Channel 5, producer extraordinaire.
Ooh, my. Producer extraordinaire. He's going to be asking, Tony, get ready for a raise request Monday, right?
Mike Whalen lets it go.
Boy.
And that is
Total
something he
letdown.
could not allow to happen with Riga Kalfas working on a double. So Mike's going to have to get his act together here in the 7th.
How do you think this is going to affect his attitude? You think he'll bounce right back, or
Mike,
will he dwell?
I'll go out on a limb and say Mike will be right there with a, he's going to fill the 1-2 pocket on this shot here. He won't let it bother him, and hopefully his competitor makes a mistake later on. We'll see.
Boy, you can call
I
him.
think that prediction was fair. I wish I could bowl as good as I can predict anymore, you know?
Don't we all?
38 years old. What do you expect anymore, though, George? I'm over the hill, right?
Nah, you got a lot of good years left.
Well, let's all meet in Del Fair, in Del High, and we'll all find out. Let's go over and see Dave bowl. I'm sure he'll be there on Sunday.
I'm sure he will be.
If y'all want to see his expertise in action.
We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. Jen, you're in a marvelous boat. What are you carrying this year, average-wise?
About 208.
Excellent. Excellent.
Oh,
Boy, she is phenomenal, too, ladies and gentlemen.
This Kalfas and this
Okay,
the 7th.
that could have been the put-away strike early, but let's watch Riga's release here on this one. He knows that this is a big shot, biggest shot of the match. Look at him grimace. He goes after this ball with everything his little old body's got. Bad break on the 4-pin, going to the channel, leaving the 7-pin, but he made a good shot and an easy spare again.
I bowled with Riga yesterday, and he had a very interesting way of shooting his 10 pins. Now, he may be not using the same procedure today, but he was just leaving them, but he was nailing them down every time.
Well, he worked on it last year, Jen. We talked about it a lot. The blue ball, the white blue ball that he, white dot blue ball that he uses, it's not easy to say.
It's confusing.
Rolled very well for him, and it felt very comfortable on his hand. So he's decided to go with that on most of the spare shooting because it feels good. However, the urethane ball, the one you're looking at right now, tends to carry more strikes.
No doubt. Of course, that one didn't carry too good on that one, did it?
No.
Bad break once again.
A little tight, leaving the 6-pin, the right-hander's 4-pin, and there you see Mike Whalen. Boy, he's just filled with emotion, isn't he?
He knows he can get back into this match now. He's working on the strike.
Mike, not the kind of, he's still deliberating that mental meltdown that he had a few frames ago, and I think he's going to be right back with it. This match is not over by any means.
Not at all.
We're looking at a 5-pin deficit right now, but with the strike working to Mike Whalen, that could cut the deficit to 5 pins. The strike, 5 pins. It's there. One of the best shots of the match. You want to see power? Let's watch the release. You want to see where the power comes from? It's right here in the wrist. Mike Whalen. Watch him wrist this ball. Ooh!
Like
my. Ripped the grips out of it, huh? Head pin to the wall. Messenger pin goes across, but the church is empty.
He's working on
There's a new one. Oh!
Did not carry for him.
A little light, a little more power. The adrenaline kicks in, Jen. You've been there before yourself. The adrenaline kicks in. You tend to throw the ball a little bit harder.
It's true.
Not that you want to, and that's why I didn't
Really
carry.
true.
Should be a relatively easy spare.
No problem. What's our golden ball contest? Next week it'll be up to $300.
$300.
If you'd like to get a chance at that, you could come on out to Brentwood Bowl on Sunday morning. Be there around 8 a.m. or so and get a chance on winning a 14K bowling ball.
We're looking at about a 6-pin deficit at this point. Riga Kalfas is in the driver's seat, 9th frame, that all-important building frame. If he strikes here, he will take a 5-pin advantage. Takes it out. 217 is his potential. Looks good.
Got it.
Great late shot on the 7-pin. Watch it on the replay. The 4-pin is the guy that's going to do the damage here right over the 5th board. The ball's going to deflect just ever so slightly. 2nd pin from the left-hand side. Love taps the 7 out. He's got it. Okay, Riga Kalfas, if he strikes from here to the wall, 247.
Of course, Jim Beckler, our king, waiting in the wings for the winner of this one. It's come down to the 10th frame.
Again, the man you're looking at, Riga Kalfas, can decide his own fate with strikes in the 10th and 11th frame, 240, and he would shut out Mike Whalen. Anything less than that, Mike Whalen can go on to our championship match. Let's watch.
Riga Kalfas.
We talk about the messenger pin, the power. Riga Kalfas is reaching back for a little extra, and is he animated? Watch his reaction after this shot, ladies and gentlemen. He straps his ball. Head pin's going to go to the right-hand side of the wall, comes across. Where's the 7-pin? The head pin takes it out, and what's Riga think?
Ooh.
In your face.
He knows he's on to the championship match.
Ladies
He
and
can
gentlemen,
bury this one.
I want to add, in bowling, you don't compete against your competitor. You compete against yourself. Riga Kalfas is happy with his performance right there. One more shot, and he goes on to the championship match. He was down on one knee, he loves it, and he seals it up. Okay, Riga Kalfas, watch it here on the replay. Does he go for it again? It's a great shot before it even gets to the arrows. 1-2 pocket, filled up, 10 in the pit. Riga Kalfas, get down on that knee. Yeah, rooted home, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking at the guy that's going to go up against last week's winner.
Riga Kalfas finishes with a 246 to move into our championship match against Jim Beckler.
As Mike finishes out his game here, it's really immaterial as to what he does. Again, I want to challenge all you viewers at home, big brothers, big sisters. We're having our bowl-a-thon next week. I need you to call in and pledge something. I'm going to go out and bowl this old worthless body that I have. We're going to try to get something going. I'd like you to call in your pledge per pin to 481-2162. That's my home number, and we'll be glad to write it down. And Ann Weekly and Kelly Fitzgerald are going to be at the Big Brothers Big Sisters office, and we're going to promo that phone number for you next game. But a very worthy cause. Mike Whalen, a very worthy competitor, goes down and defeats this game.
What a game. 232. But Riga Kalfas moves on to our championship match against last week's king, Jim Beckler. We will have that for you.
Our untelevised youth king of bowling, Eric Estes, shot a 714 with handicap at Fairfield Lanes to become our youth bowler of the week. Pepsi, the choice of a new generation, salutes Eric Estes.